The only sequence that we storyboarded in that way was the opening sequence, which introduces Jesse and the idea of his granulated eyes and stuff. We shot that in pre-production. In fact, that was a very specific thing that we wanted to spend time on. So we spent it in pre-production because it was just Brad and it didn't involve, complicated stuff. So.
Did you have to do that over a couple of dusks, or were you able to do it in one go?
I think we did that in one go, actually. Yeah, it was one go. Yeah. But again, a lot of it was just made up. The spider was in the cornfield, and I said, well, it'd be great, let's have a spider in the foreground. Brad was smoking a cigar in the background, and we just, you find shots, that somehow seem to resonate with what you're doing, really,
The colour palette in that film seems to me very tightly controlled, and tones of brown, tones of grey, tones of cream, really, or off-white. Was there a lot of conversations with you and the designer about keeping that palette quite narrow? Yeah,
we did a lot of prep, and I did quite a lot of testing for it as well. Andrew originally wanted to do the whole thing as a flash the negative for the whole thing. But it just seemed the idea of flashing the whole negative was a bit kind of risky, but also, a bit risky and also very expensive, frankly. So we knew we were doing a DI. So what we ended up doing eventually was a kind of combination of a skip bleach on the negative and then a kind of flashing effect in the DI. I'd done a lot of tests where we flashed the negative with a red light, just to give that sort of that overall colour. So it was just we tried to emulate that in the DI because we couldn't really do it photochemically over the whole movie. I think we might have done one or two scenes like that. It's a technique I've done in Beautiful Mind, actually. So it was something we.
Okay. And what does it just push the skin tones up a little bit?
It makes you get a red in all the shadows. Yeah.
Oh, okay.